the National Enterprise Development Awards in recognition of the achievements by entrepreneurs in the Business Incubation Program. Now, these awards highlight the hard work and the dedication required to establish and sustain a successful business that actually creates jobs and contributes to the economy. Now, this year's awards took place on Wednesday with the theme being Impact and Value. And this year's overall winner is Modi Mining. And joining me in studio is the CEO of Shanduka Black Umbrellas, Seapei, Mafoyane, and Samuel Molefi of Modi Mining. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us and welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you for having us.
I'm going to start with you, Seapei. Now, give us a little more insight of what Shanduka Black Umbrellas is all about. We've seen its work, we've seen it giving a platform for young entrepreneurs to dream big.
We are passionate about the potential of small business, and in particular, the potential of 100% black-owned businesses who come from a history where they've largely been left out of the economy of the country. And really what we do is we provide an enabling environment to allow small businesses to thrive and to realize their potential and to take part in the economy of this country.
And Shanduka Black Umbrellas, of course, works through a platform of cooperation between civil society, between government and the private sector. So what's your success rate in that regard?
It really, you know, when we started with, the organization started in 2009, we looked at the performance of small businesses in the country and looked to better that. So a lot of what we do strategically is actually based on studies of what the entrepreneurial activity is in South Africa. And back in 2009, the success rate for small black businesses was actually only 20%. So for every 100 businesses that were started, 80 would fail within the first 24 months of existence. And we've set out to triple the national...
Why do you think that is the case, though?
It's a disabling environment. It really is. When you look at legislatively, you know, the difficulty in just potentially registering and starting a business, the access to finance, the absence of mentorship, you know, the inability to even access just an environment where you know, one can start and run their business. That's why we have physical incubators to enable that functioning.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Sam, I guess congratulations are in order, and congratulations again for scooping this award.
Yes, yeah, thank you, and I also want to say good morning to you and the viewers at home as well. Yes.
Yeah. Tell us a bit more about what Modi Mining is all about and what it stands for.
Yeah, well, Modi Mining is about, it's a contract mining company. We offer our services in the underground environment in terms of mining and also on the open cast side. And we are also in manufacturing. We manufacture the mining supplies that we supply to the mines in the gold sector and also in the platinum sector. Yeah.
Now, having gone through your profile, and I must say that it's quite an impressive profile, hence you won these awards. Now, what made Modi Mining to strive under the volatility of the mining industry?
Yeah, the most important thing is to identify the client's needs. You know, when you understand your client's needs, because the volatility will always make the needs to change, you know, so that the client can be, you know, sustainable. So we need to understand that as a supplier or as a contractor, so that we can meet them and then we can also help them to be sustainable. Along the process, we are also making ourselves sustainable. Yeah.
Yeah. And South Africa, of course, is plagued by not only the volatility in the mining industry, but of course the economy is getting weaker and weaker by the day. Yeah. And you employ about 320 employees. How did you manage to do that?
Yeah, look, you know, when times are tough, you need to improve on your efficiencies. Okay. So what we have done is that we look at our efficiencies to see are they making us sustainable, and then if not, then we need to you know, make sure that we improve on our performance, but at the same cost. Okay. So you know, you're sweating your assets, or alternatively to that, which is not a nice one, is to reduce your costs but continue producing at the same rate. So that will, you know, come with the section 189s and all that. But if you don't want to go to the 189s, then you improve on with what you have, the people that you have, the machines that you have or equipments. You just improve on your performance to make sure that, you know, you exceed your cost line. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Seapei, let's talk a bit more about the actual awards itself. What were the considerations that you arrived at for you to be able to make that decision to give Modi Mining these awards?
I mean, when you look at the South African landscape, it really is very simple, you know, to ascertain what high performance is. We look at the alleviation of poverty. We look at job creations, which are two key metrics for sustainability and improving the performance of the economy in South Africa. So, you know, what Modi Mining did is they really basically outperformed every single metric we put in place. So we look at sustainability in a business, and we take into consideration jobs created, sustainable long-term jobs. We look at a company's profitability. We look at net asset value to ensure that he's creating wealth for himself and his family.
And about the incubation program itself, how did it lead to their success?
So, I mean, it's structures, and I think, you know, I shouldn't talk about what Sam's experience is, but it's essentially formalizing small business. So the challenge in the South African landscape is that historically, small businesses have run from, you know, the backs of people's cars in township, etc. And often the small business owners don't look to formalize those businesses. And really what the incubation structure does is it speaks highly about formalizing a business, ensuring that, as Sam has said, you know, we look at the efficiencies, profitability, finances,
we have to end it there, unfortunately. But then thanks to you two for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show this morning.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
All right, so that was the CEO of Shanduka Black Umbrellas, Seapei, Mafoyane, and Samuel Molefi of Modi Mining. Now, Modi Mining, as you heard, was the overall winner of the Shanduka Black Umbrellas National Enterprise Development Awards. Well, this is Morning Live. We'll take a small and a coffee break. We'll be right back.